This creamy Cajun-style pasta dish has 69 grams of protein and you can make it in about 20 minutes. Let's get into it. First thing first, you need pasta. You can use any type of dry pasta you have on hand. They all have pretty much the same macros. Now, if you have access to them, you can try these. This is the protein pasta from Barilla and it has 20 grams of protein for 350 calories. Those are really good macros for pasta and it also tastes quite decent, so I recommend trying it at least once. Place a pot on a scale and add about 80 grams of pasta weighed dry. In my opinion, this is a decent amount for one serving. I'm also going to add water to the pot already, and as you can see, I only fill it halfway. You don't actually need more water than this. Add a strong pinch of salt, place it on the stove over high heat, and because of this small amount of water, it will basically start boiling instantly. Give it a stir and let it simmer without the lid. The package says 10 minutes until al dente, but I recommend cooking it for only 9, and I will show you why in just a second. While this is simmering, you can prepare the other ingredients, starting with dicing one onion. The color doesn't really matter here, I still had a red onion, so I'm using that one. On top of that, I'm also going to slice up a red bell pepper, cut it in half, slice around the stem and remove it, and then I like to slice the bell pepper into thin planks, stack them all up and cut them into small pieces. For the protein source, I'm going to use a chicken breast. This one weighs 180 grams. I recommend slicing the chicken into pieces that are about 1 centimeter or half an inch thick. You can also cut the bigger pieces in half again, so they get even smaller. Slicing the chicken will create more surface area for the seasoning and add more flavor, which brings us to the next step. Add the chicken to a bowl, add 4 grams of oil. The type doesn't really matter, I use olive oil. Give it a good stir before adding around 1 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. You can absolutely just buy a ready-made Cajun seasoning mix from the store, or you can mix your own. Personally, I mix half a teaspoon of paprika with a 1/4 teaspoon each of cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder and oregano, and finally a strong pinch of salt. This is enough for about 3 servings of this meal, and you can store it in the pantry as well. Mix the meat and then we can already start cooking. Add the chicken to a pan over medium heat and spread it out evenly. That way, more of the meat comes in contact with the pan for maximum browning, which will lead to more flavor. After 1 minute, you can already flip the meat, let it sear on the other side for 1 minute and then remove it from the pan. And don't worry if the meat is still slightly undercooked, it will finish cooking from the residual heat even after you remove it from the pan because the meat is still hot inside. Add another 4 grams of oil to the pan and go in with the vegetables. Optionally, you can add another teaspoon of seasoning here. That's for those of you who like your food spicy and heavily seasoned. Keep stir-frying the vegetables for about 2 to 3 minutes until they start caramelizing and develop brown spots. At this stage, the pasta should be ready. Before you drain it, take a glass and scoop out some of the pasta water. You need about 1 full glass, which is 250 milliliters or 8 fluid ounces, and the rest can be drained in the sink. Add this water now to the pan along with the pasta and then close the lid and let the pasta finish cooking for 1 more minute in the pan, and this 1 minute will add even more flavor to the dish. Once the pasta is cooked through, add the chicken back in and give everything a final stir, and then switch off the heat and add 50 grams of light cream cheese and 25 grams of shredded mozzarella. If you can find reduced fat mozzarella like the one now we have here in Germany, that would be great. It has 28 grams of protein for 240 calories, which is crazy for a cheese. At this stage, take a spatula and start stirring the cheese into the sauce. After about 60 seconds or so, it will be fully incorporated and everything will turn into a glossy, super creamy sauce, and this is exactly what you want. So grab yourself a bowl, scoop in the pasta, and optionally grate 5 grams of Parmesan cheese on top for that extra little kick. And there you go. This is a crazy delicious meal. You have to try this one out. The entire pan has 746 calories, 70 grams of carbs, 18 grams of fat, and 69 grams of protein. These types of recipes help me and over 10,000 people lose weight and keep it off. Why? Because I specifically make sure that they taste delicious, are filling and have great macros, and I created a cookbook with over 250 recipes like this one, from breakfast to lunch to dessert, pizza, burgers and cheesecake. You buy it once and you get all recipe updates for free. The link is in the description.